They were told to pack carefully. Only what they could carry. Only what they would need for a new life. That is why the suitcases mattered. When Jews and other victims were deported to Auschwitz-Birkenau, many arrived holding luggage marked with their names, addresses, and birth dates. They believed these labels would help them recover their belongings after resettlement. The Nazis encouraged this belief deliberately. Deportees were told they were being relocated for work. Families were instructed to bring clothing, documents, food, utensils, even household items. The illusion of order made compliance easier. Panic was replaced with false hope. Inside the suitcases were ordinary things. Shoes. Photographs. Cooking pots. Prayer books. Children's toys. Some packed their best clothes. Others packed what little they had left. Many packed keys, convinced they would return home. Upon arrival at Auschwitz, the lie collapsed quickly. Prisoners were forced to abandon their luggage on the ramp. They were told it would be returned after registration. It never was. Instead, the suitcases were sorted, catalogued, and redistributed by the Nazi system. Clothing was sent to Germany. Shoes were repaired and reused. Hair, metal, and valuables were harvested. Nothing was wasted. Even grief was processed efficiently. The luggage storage area became known as Canada, a cruel nickname chosen by prisoners because Canada symbolized wealth and abundance. Inside these warehouses were mountains of belongings taken from people who had already been murdered. The names written on the suitcases were never used to reunite families. They were used to organize theft. For historians today, the suitcases are among the most haunting artifacts of the Holocaust. They show intent. These were not people expecting death. They were people expecting a future. Children's suitcases are the hardest to look at. Some were decorated. Some were small enough to hold only one change of clothes. Each one represents a life interrupted before it had fully begun. The suitcases remind us that genocide does not begin with violence. It begins with deception. With paperwork. With promises. These objects survived when their owners did not. And today, they speak silently, telling us not how people died, but what they hoped for. If stories like this matter to you, like the video and subscribe to Past Forward. Remembering these details is one way we refuse to let them be erased.